You're watching iRacing on the Ghost Fire Media Network.
Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting night of racing in the IVRL Buttkicker Series. We're at Darlington, South Carolina, home of the Lady in Black, the track that is too tough to tame. I'm Randy Pepper alongside Nick Adams. What's happening, Nick?
Nothing much, Mr. Pepper. I think I almost just sent you an invite to a Discord by accident. Whoops. I am good. I've had a interesting week. It hasn't been the best week, but we'll survive. We come into tonight, first race of the playoffs in beautiful Darlington, South Carolina, for our second throwback night of the season. I'm excited about that. There's some beautiful paint schemes out here. Bring back some memories, the good old days back in the early 2000s.
Yeah, we're seeing some, see the Tide car out there running around.
When you say Tide car, whose Tide car is that?
Let me look at it really close, and I will tell you which. I don't know who's even running that.
It's Nicholas Weatherby.
Is it Nicholas? All right, let me look at it really good here, get a good view, and that looks like it may be Ricky Rudd's version.
I think it's Ricky Craven.
Oh yeah, the Tide is a little bigger on the side.
And what's that car famous for?
Well, the finish at Darlington.
The closest finish in the history of NASCAR. The only thing that won him that race was the front nose that NASCAR had played with during the week on the Pontiacs.
Well,
because I believe that was the last year that the 32 was a Pontiac. And then the next year they switched over to Ford. No, I'm sorry, they switched over to Chevy.
Chevy, yeah, that's right, Chevy.
The 32 ran a Ford once it wasn't sponsored by Tide anymore. But Randy, are you excited?
I'm excited,
baby.
The playoffs. We've got 3 races to figure out who's going to get down to the final 12, or the 12 until the next series eliminates until we get 8, and then eliminate to the last 4. But yeah, now, 3 races here.
Whether you like this playoff format or not, that's up to you to decide. I like it. I think it creates an ending of the season that is worth something.
I agree. A lot of people hate it.
We have a challenge. We have to look at the number 79, Randy Pepper, of Harvey Abrams. He said he'll give us a virtual high five if we can guess his paint scheme. Let me see.
Looks like the Crown Royal car.
Is that
Matt Kenseth's ran the Crown Royal car for a while.
Rick Mast's IROC? Is that what that is? I think that was Rick Mast's IROC
I've got to look
car.
at it. I've got to look at it really close here. He's behind a pit stall, or behind a pit box.
I believe that is Rick Mast's IROC car. I know it's an IROC car. You can tell by just the design, but I think it's Rick Mast.
Cannot see it that good. Yeah, that looks like an IROC car, but You know, the bad thing is, well, see, it's IROC cars used to be at one point they were all same. They were all the same, like
it's
one
Steve
color.
Kinser's car.
Steve Kinser, who ran that in the number 26.
Yep, he ran the number. No, it was the number 11. It was
No, number
green.
20. Oh, Kinser was.
Yep, Kinser was the 11.
Really?
Yep.
I remember him running.
I'm looking at the photo now. It's in the Paint Reveals channel if you want to look over.
It is. Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
Steve Kinser in the number 11. I don't know who the hell he's next to.
Running for Kenny Bernstein. Or was he running for Brett Bodine at that time?
I don't remember. I know in IROC it was kind of just, they provided the cars, they did all the stuff for you, so.
Oh, actually, yeah, that's right. He was running the number 11. Okay, the IROC car, yeah, they were running. It was a series of. So, but Kinser actually did run for Kenny Bernstein when he got into NASCAR, and then I believe that he ran actually for Brett Bodine when Brett Bodine actually bought the team.
Well, Harvey, you're definitely spot on with that scheme. It looks nice. I mean, obviously, there's going to be differences because this is the 2020 model, and that was it wasn't even a Camaro back then. It was like it's ugly. It's like a Pontiac.
It looks like the Derrick Schilling car actually may be a throwback to Bobby Allison's Miller car.
Let's see.
Or Coke car, actually.
Let's
the Coke car.
See. Derrick Schilling. Yeah, that looks like Bobby Allison to me.
Yeah, Bobby Allison, the Coke car that he ran.
Are you sure? You think Coke? I think it's like the coffee car that he used to run.
No, I think it's the Coke car because I actually have that Coke car up on my wall right now. I was a big Bobby Allison fan. And Derek is probably watching the broadcast right now. Hi, Derek. How are you? Good to see you.
I'm really surprised that Harvey's not. Oh, okay, he had that chosen. Okay, that looks better than that. Let me see if I can find it. All right. So, why don't we talk about, now that we can finally talk about it, let's talk about the playoffs.
Playoffs?
Let's talk about the playoffs. So we come in to the round of 16. There was a couple changes after the race last week where we said Jaden Gimbel didn't get in due to some drivers removing themselves from the championship conversation. Jaden Gimbel did get in as the 16th seed. So he does have a chance to win a championship. You see that?
Yeah, we did talk about that on the podcast.
You see that blue spoiler on the back of their cars? That designates they are a playoff car. So as we get down throughout the championship rounds and we get to the final four, that blue spoiler that you see on all these cars that are in the playoffs, right there on the number 76, you see the blue spoiler. You see it on Greg Holt's car. He doesn't have the blue spoiler.
Yeah, Ryan Cliver has it.
Cody McKinney, that blue spoiler there. Nicholas Weatherby has the blue spoiler. That will show you who is in the playoffs and who is not as we continue to dwindle the field down from 16 to 12 to 8 to the final four, and then winner take all in the final race here in the 2021 season. But we'll look at who's on the bubble coming into tonight. The guys who you're going to really want, it's starting from scratch pretty much.
Oh, yeah, we're starting over right now.
It depends on how you have it, if you have a good race. Right now, I don't see Christian Converse here tonight. We knew that was a question mark on if Christian Converse would be able to make it through the championship rounds. We don't think he's going to be here tonight. Also, Will Cannon is no longer racing, so Will Cannon will be one of the first eliminated. So right now, I would say you're looking at two guys who are going to show up tonight that may or may not be able to make it through the next round just based on how many drivers show up and where they finish.
Well, Will Cannon was one of them. Massey was another one that
Brandon
was.
Massey, I recall, they are already no longer factored into it. The 16 guys that are in the playoffs right now, other than Will Cannon, are still racing. I know Will Cannon is still with the league. I just know he hasn't run here in the Cup Series.
Yeah.
We have 2 minutes before qualifying begins. So let's go ahead and look at the practice times. So So far, Cody McKinney is your fastest driver. His teammate Patrick Gaspar is second. Nicholas Weatherby in that Tide machine is in the number 23. He is in third. Also, with Nicholas Weatherby, I'll make the joke before everybody else can. It's part of his generation to eat the Tide Pods, so let's not make fun of him. It will offend him. He is part of that generation, so it might offend him. We don't want him to get sad.
The Tide Pods. Hey, Mom, how come this thing doesn't taste very good? It looks better than it tastes. Oh, my.
I've also had a request to not look at Harvey Abrams or talk about him until after the race, because every time we talk about him 3 laps later, he ends up in the wall.
Okay, so no Harvey Abrams.
So we're going to talk about Harvey on lap number 1.
Yeah.
If we're going to ruin his night, we might as well make it short.
Yeah, make it short so you can go home easy. Easy peasy. I'm out of here. Oh, boy. Yeah, this will be a fun night of racing here at Darlington. Darlington's always a tough track to get a hold of. You think you've got it figured out, and the next thing you know, nope, you don't have it figured out at all. This is one of those tracks you really got to concentrate. You let your guard down on at this track, you're going to be in the wall in no time flat, or you're going to come down on somebody or come up on somebody, and you've got to, especially in 3 and 4, when you're going through 3 and 4, if you're not following in line, if you try to pass somebody in 3 and 4, you better be really good at it, because it's a tough track to do it. You can do it off the corner, but you don't want to do it in the middle of the corner.
Why not? Calamity, come on. Calamity is fun.
Exactly. That's exactly what I'm saying. Calamity.
If there's no calamity, then what are we here for? Come on, Randy.
Well, we've got 15 drivers, so...
the more cars you wreck, the more interesting it is. Isn't that what Tony Stewart said?
Yeah, except that's only applies to everybody except him.
Okay.
So, that's the way it works. It's all good when it's somebody else, but when it's you, nah. Not real good.
I feel like we've looked at this die-cast dude paint scheme that Patrick Gaspar has. Did he use this in the spring?
I believe so. Are you? I'm not seeing qualifying for some reason. Are you seeing qualifying?
I'm watching qualifying right now. We're watching Patrick Gaspar going through a 1 and 2 here.
I'm gonna have to reset my screen then. I'll be right back.
Off into 3 and 4. We'll see what Patrick Gaspar is able to put down for a lap here. One of the fastest guys in practice. We'll see if he can be one of the fastest here in qualifying on the exit of 4. Patrick Gaspar will cross the line. Lap number 1 will be at 28.83. I don't think that's going to be good enough for pole. Thomas Carino in second with a 28.93 as we have a few other drivers finishing their first lap. We'll follow Patrick Gaspar down the backstretch here. Good entry into 1 and 2 there. Now off into 3, he's in that middle lane, slides up right up against the wall, comes back down to that 1.5 lane there in the middle on the exit, and he is going to improve to a 28.65, so that might be good enough for pole as we see Thomas Carino comes across the line, does not improve. Adam Wood coming down the backstretch here. Harvey Abrams is going to cross the line, and Harvey is going to stay at a 29 flat. Cody McKinney in second. Now it's Nicholas Weatherby in second as Adam comes out of turn 4. He will not improve. Oh, yes, he will to 28.79. And Nicholas Weatherby on his second lap is going to put it right into the inside wall there. Cody McKinney on the exit of 3 and 4 this time. We'll watch him come down the front stretch. Cody McKinney will not improve. He actually falls to a 28.98. Watch Charles Urick here as he now goes into turns 1 and 2. At number 76, Quantum Machine. Down the backstretch. Joey McKinney goes 7th fastest with a 29.01. Charles off into 3 and 4. That high lane now to the bottom on the exit of the corner. Keeps it off the wall. crosses the start-finish line. Charles Urich is going to improve to a 28.89. That'll put him 7th. Derrick Schilling out of 4 across the line. He will improve to a 29.35. We'll keep him 10th.
What is this paint scheme that Joseph Causey is running tonight?
Not sure. Let's go ahead and say, oh my. I don't know.
It's very vibrant, that's for sure.
I have to ask him. He starts lap number 1 here. So Joseph Causey in the what looks like to me just being a default iRacing paint scheme.
That's just an 88 bright green, blue, and red.
We're going to be able to see him.
Yeah, we'll definitely be able to see him.
Maybe it's a throwback to the good old days where it was just colors. I don't know.
Yeah.
Exit of 3 and 4. Here we come to finish his first lap. Joseph Causey will throw down a 29.16. That'll be good for 10th fastest.
He did not practice at all. So this is his first laps out here.
He didn't practice with these guys. I wonder if he might have practiced by himself.
Yeah, maybe so.
Through 3 and 4, he's going to be in that second and a half lane there, almost all up against the wall. On the exit of 3 and 4 now, Joseph Causey will cross the start-finish line. He will improve, but not enough to come out of 10th with a 29.02. I'm going to guess we're going to do this then.
Jaden Gamble did not, he was not able to get around the track.
Control R. Control R your trading paints. Not sure if it was us or if it's trading paints in general, but we'll find out here.
All right. I traded point. I did a Control R.
Because I have a feeling that's definitely not Causey's paint scheme. His trading paints might just not be working. That's always.
Why is my I'm still getting this problem where I'm not advancing the stages?
Hit live camera. You might not be on the live camera.
No, there's nothing to do it.
Let's look at Joseph Causey. He's on. Yeah, no, it's still broken. It's not. It is what it is. It's going to be trading paints. It's going to be a pain, you know. So, Joseph Causey has a throwback to the good old days where it was just vibrant colors. Blame trading paints. That one gets my vote. Whew, that's cold.
So if you're just joining us tonight here on the IVRL, or at the IVRL race tonight, on the Ghostfire Media network, excuse me.
Randy, are you all right? Are you smelling burnt toast?
No, actually, I am in a lot of pain tonight. I actually, a few weeks ago I threw my lower back out. And today I threw my middle back out.
You're not supposed to try to pick your mother-in-law up by yourself.
Oh, my mother-in-law is, she passed away back during Thanksgiving, so I don't think I want to dig her up and pull her out of the grave.
Is that how you threw your back out?
No, I threw my back out lifting a guitar case to put it into what I call layaway cavern. So that's how I threw my back.
Layaway cavern, eh?
Yeah, well, I have guitars that get put on layaway, and I put them in this little cavern area that tucked away in the back of the store. So away it went, and when I put it back there, I heard this little pop in the back of my back, and it hurts. So and there's nothing I can do about it. So it is what it is. But as we go to qualifying, or after qualifying,
so,
we'll line them up and see who
what do I have?
who's fastest.
What is he riding right now? Okay, hold on. I'm gonna.
You still looking to try to figure out if trading paints is
Yeah.
moving us?
Yeah. Stream's gonna be a little choppy for a second. Because I see that other people are having, they can see his paint.
And we can't.
So, I'm gonna guess if I re-download Trading Paints.
Just a minute and a half left in practice before we go to racing here at Darlington. The lady in black, will she become the too tough to tame track? I can tell you this, just in practice, I've seen a couple guys that just cannot get it figured out. So this is going to be interesting to see how many people actually survive this track without a stripe on the right-hand side of the car.
All right, let's see if that fixed it.
All right.
All right, let's see if this changes any of these paints. It's I got Joseph Causes.
What is his paint
It's a
scheme?
Gatorade scheme.
Ah, so running the old Darrell Waltrip car.
Yep, we're just gonna do that again. I think it'll fix Greg Holt's.
Greg Holt, what is he running? I
Greg
didn't see
Holt
it.
is driving a Miller Genuine Draft machine.
Oh,
Not
like
for us,
Adam.
obviously, but
Not the same as Adam's running.
all right, no. All right. So, the official grid for tonight is as follows. Patrick Gaspar starts the chase off with big momentum, getting the pole here tonight at Darlington, with Nicholas Weatherby coming in second. Back in third, you have Cody McKinney. In fourth, you had Greg Holt. Fifth, Adam Woods. Sixth, Harvey Abrams. Seventh, Charles Urick. Eighth, Thomas Carino. Ninth, Joey McKinney. And 10th, Joseph Causey.
11th, the 87 of Derrick Schilling will run off the grid. And then the last few guys did not even qualify. Ryan Cliver will start 12th. Nick Goebel start 13th. 14th will be Michael Payne. And rounding out the field tonight in the number 3, Jay Gimbel.
Now Harvey's paint scheme is broken. This is
Just can't get a break.
this is about to be a. It's not Harvey. Who the hell's the 79?
That would be the 79 would be Harvey Abrams. Yes.
That wasn't Harvey that was broken. Who was that was broken? It's Charles.
You're
How is that? I don't know. Sorry, folks.
It's frustrating for Nick. When he doesn't see things he wants to see, he gets very frustrated.
Especially when I know this should be working. Let's try this again.
You know, when they run these throwback paint schemes, it's a little tough for us to call these races because we're seeing paint schemes we're not used to.
Yeah,
So
every
if we
time I
mess
look
up
at
a little
Patrick,
bit.
I want to call out Jimmy Johnson.
Yeah, exactly.
Man, oh man. But here we go.
Pace car pulls off. The field will rev them up as they get ready to go green flag racing for the first time here at Darlington. Patrick Gaspar down on the inside. Nicholas Weatherby on the outside. Here we go. The gas is going. And oh my God!
Oh,
Patrick
it
Gaspar
didn't
gets
go!
loose,
They didn't
and
go!
the whole field is
Oh
scrambling.
my goodness! And the championship contenders Oh my
Oh.
goodness, it's Martinsville all over again. Where's Blake Gordon when you need him? Oh my goodness.
I can't believe I just saw that.
Oh my goodness.
It looked like he was slow, and it looked like he got back on the gas, and when he did, he went around and collected several cars in the process.
Well, let's go back and see what happened. So as the green flag flies, Patrick Gaspard. Oh, Patrick Gaspard, he ended up spinning the tires. And now the paint scheme's just doing whatever they want. I apologize. I don't know who's got the right scheme on or what tonight. Man, oh man, it looks like Patrick spun the tires and they just had, these guys had nowhere to go.
Nowhere to go.
Oh,
Nowhere.
Man.
It was like
five championship contenders. Nicholas Weatherby, Cody McKinney, Patrick Gaspard, Derrick Schilling, and I believe, is that Joey? That is Joey McKinney.
Joey, yeah, it was Joey.
Man,
Joey might have got the worst of the bunch.
And I don't know what is happening, folks.
I think I'm gonna have to look at my other camera and see if, I want to see what you're seeing here, because
I was just as shocked as you were here at the start of this race. Wow. What a way to begin the championship playoffs. And I'm trying to figure out why. Oh boy.
yeah, the paints definitely are flipping through each other.
Not just that. So the field is going to be more than a little messed up right now. Because of we saw this on Sunday in the AOLL Cup Series. When you wreck before the start-finish line, iRacing doesn't know how to handle it.
Oh yes, I remember this well.
Oh, now Cody McKinney doesn't have any sponsors. Poor guy got dropped in the middle of the race by all of his sponsors. That's a shame. They said, hey, you got damage on the front of your car, kid. Take our livery off.
You don't need those stinking sponsors.
Man, oh man. We're gonna head to a commercial break. While we get this all figured out, see where everybody is on the track, and we'll be right back here in the Ghostfire Media Network.
Hi, I'm Randy from the Guitar Attic. Can we be serious for a second? Are you tired of being a loser? Can't do anything right? Feel like everyone's coming down on you all the time? Well, there's a way out, and I'm going to show you. Hey Mom, look what I learned. That's right, pick up a guitar, learn how to play guitar. Automatically you're going to become a chick magnet. The ladies are going to love you. Your kids are going to think you're cool. So what you need to do is come down here to the Guitar Attic, 1672.5 Ridgewood Avenue in Daytona Beach, Florida, or go on guitarattic.com and buy yourself a guitar and automatically be the star of your neighborhood. That's guitarattic.com.
The AOLL began online racing in the mid-1990s with Papyrus's NASCAR racing still going strong 27 years later on the iRacing platform. The TNT series races on Thursday night, running the ARCA Chevy cars for drivers looking to learn and have fun. The Cup Series races on Sunday nights, featuring league veterans and Class A licensed drivers. The Sportsman Division races on Wednesday nights, running the Gander Outdoor trucks with drivers from the Cup and TNT series. You can catch all of the AOLL racing action right here on Ghostfire Media.
back at Darlington International Raceway, the track that is too tough to tame, the lady in black, as they say. And we are about one lap from going back to green flag racing after calamity happened on the very first lap of the race when Patrick Gaspar spun his tires and spun right in front of the field, took roughly around 5 people with him at the same time. And unfortunately, Thomas Carino is 3 laps down already.
This is going to be one messed up restart.
It already is appearing it's going to be all messed up.
One car is double file, everybody else is single file because of what happened during the...
Yes, I see that.
Folks, it's going to be a few minutes before we figure out who is who on the track tonight, just because I don't know anybody base. I don't know what any of these base paint schemes look like.
And it looks like they are going to start single file, maybe by choice, I would say. Maybe one of the McKinneys decided that they're going to be single file this time, so we won't have that problem. Here we go. Green flag is waving as Greg Holt jumps out to a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 link lead over Harvey Abrams, who's running second. Then it's another 6 car lengths back to the number 76 of Urich. And then it's Adam Wood right behind him, along with Joseph Causey right behind Adam Wood. But out front, here comes Harvey Abrams trying to reel in the back bumper of that number 91 of Greg Holt.
Harvey Abrams is all over the number 91 on the exit of 4 here. He's going to be to his quarter panel. We make a move down into turn 1 as we complete our first lap under green here.
Yeah, we got 1 lap of green, and that's good to see right off the bat after the terrible start that we had. And look at the car of the number 79, Harvey Abrams. He is reeling in that number 91, looking to see if he can get around him somehow. He's going to look the outside, trying to just reel him in, running the same line. But it's a conga line around Darlington right now.
It is all single file around this beautiful racetrack here in Darlington, South Carolina. You see at the top of your screen, you have the gaps between all these drivers, and they are single file throughout the field. As we see Harvey Abrams now, he might come under some competition here from Charles Yerrick. A little bit of pressure coming from the 76.
Yeah, he's definitely got something going in that car. But you know, you got to make your move in probably 1 and 2. You don't want to do it in 3 or 4. 1 and 2, you got a little bit more room as you see the number 79 Harvey Abrams looking down a little lower each time we go around, trying to see if he can get any momentum down there. But down here to turn number 3 and 4, you've definitely got to run that same line.
And the Darlington
he's in the
stripe
wall
for the number 79. His first Darlington stripe, and he's going to go down the track. He might have some damage. We'll have to keep an eye on the number 79 as he is way slow down the front stretch.
Yeah, he hit that wall with a ton of brick. I mean, he hit like just pow, big time. So that's going to hurt him. But
Yerrick and Causey almost came together on the exit of 2.
And you saw how the diecast dude, Patrick Gaspar, had to get on the binders there. Derrick Schilling is in the wall right now.
Derrick Schilling with his first Darlington stripe. Some pretty severe damage to the right front. In the first 12 laps of this race, we've seen the whole field wreck. We've seen about 9 cars hit the wall. And man, oh man, Randy, this is what we thought we'd see at Martinsville, not at Darlington.
Well, oh my gosh.
Abrams!
Harvey Abrams is in the wall. He's got some damage now, and he nearly backed up the whole field. Adam Wood had to do some aggressive driving to get out of the way of that one for sure.
Harvey Abrams, in the course of 3 laps, went from battling for the lead to just trying to nurse this car to the first pit stop. As he might hit the wall again here, he goes off into the corner. He's able to keep it down. But that Steve Kinzer throwback is definitely damaged right now, that number 79 Ford Mustang.
And not bringing him any luck at all. As you see the, I want to say 32 go around him, but it's not the 32. It's Nicholas Weatherby and that 23 go around him trying to get away from him. Adam Wood is down the bottom of the track. He must have touched the wall as well, and he's dropping back like a brick for sure.
A brick. cows. Adam doesn't look like he has any damage on the right front. I'm going to assume he got loose out of turn 2. We're going to take a look back here really quick. Yeah, Adam got loose coming out of turn 2, almost hit the wall, got really loose, had to keep it out of the wall, and that's how Adam Wood fell back so far from 2nd back to 6th now.
Yeah, he had to decide, do I want to get that Darlington stripe right now and just drop back a couple positions, or do I just want to keep the car clean and fade back a little farther than just a few spots?
Joseph Causey has some serious front end damage. Gonna have to keep an eye on that number 88 cooling. 190 lap race here tonight. Cooling is gonna be a huge factor, and that 88 might have some radiator damage.
Oh, we got yellow out on the track right now. Yellow has
Joey
flown.
McKinney has gone around. Joey McKinney, who already had a rough night to begin with, going already, has now had an even tougher night. We'll take a look back and see what happened to Joey McKinney here. He just got loose. He got really loose. We're going to have to go back a little bit further. See what happens on the exit of 3 and 4 here. Joey just gets, he gets close to the wall. He gets loose. He can't save it. And just goes around in front of Ryan Cliver, number 15 of Michael Payne, and number 24 of Nicholas Goebel. And we're going to have our second caution of the evening out here at the Darlington Raceway as we continue to try to figure out why. And we have pit stops. Pit stops, everybody except Greg Holt.
Look at this.
Greg Holt left out to dry right now.
Wow, I'm shocked at that. I didn't think they would come down this early. But they are. They're down.
We have the number 88, Joseph Causey, leading him down the pits here. He's going to dive off into his stall. Charles Urick's going to dive off into his. Patrick Gaspar, same thing. So keep an eye right now. See where Joseph Causey comes out here on pit lane. We'd like to thank all the viewers out there for tuning in to the Ghost Fire Media Network and the IVRL Buttkicker Cup Series. Round of 16, race number 1 here at Darlington. As 16 drivers came in here tonight with a chance to win the championship, and already within the first 20 laps, 4 or 5 of them might be looking at just trying to survive the first round.
Derrick Schilling had a great pit stop.
Yes,
Came
he
off
did.
3rd.
Derrick got 2 tires.
I was going to say it had to be 2 tires. And I don't blame him this early on. Why not?
No, I don't blame him either. So the stages tonight are as follows. 47 laps in stage 1. Then you'll do another 47, which will take you to 94 in stage 2. And then we'll do another 90 laps. 90. Hold on. Let me do some math here. Hold on. 94.
Could do some
96 laps to lap 190, which will be your final stage. Will be almost 100 laps. You're going to see pit stops in all 3 stages here tonight. Every time you get a pit stop, every time you get a caution here at Darlington Raceway, you're going to come into pit, especially if you have damage on your race car like most of these gentlemen do.
Yep. There's not very many cars out here that do not have some form of damage.
Let's go ahead
already.
and take a look at the 5 cars on the track that don't have any damage. So the number 91 of Greg Holt, your leader right now, has no damage. Then you have to go all the way back to the number 50. Oh, he didn't have damage. Now he does. Never mind. The 76 of Charles Urick doesn't have any at the moment. The number 45 of Adam Wood has a little crinkle on the right front, so he doesn't. Jaden Gimbel has kept that HMG Innovations top esports machine clean. Ryan Cliver in the 11. Nick Goebel in the 24, who went around under the first caution. So about 4 or 5 cars so far that don't have any damage on the track. That's it.
Ozzy is pitting again, it looks like.
Causey is coming in to top off. He might be coming in to get some of that damage repaired, though, because he does have some serious nose damage.
So he rides down there and goes past the cookout sign.
You see how
that's on the track. I tell you what, cookout, I love cookout.
What is cookout?
Cookout is a little drive-through. Basically, it's a little drive-through restaurant. They have flame-broiled hamburgers and milkshakes.
So they're Burger King without being Burger King?
No, they're way better than Burger King. He just drove through the pits. He must have had a penalty.
Must have had a penalty.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's kind of shocking. But no, if you ever see a cookout, you see a lot of them in the South. definitely stop. It's worth a stop. They're
So-
very, very good.
We talked about this a lot during the regular season. When the playoffs began, we were going to have to see who maybe peaked too early and who didn't. So far tonight, through the first 17, 20 laps, what is it, 16 laps in this race? 20 laps? What are we on?
We're at lap 19 right now. We're almost 20.
laps. We've had a lot of issues for Joseph Causey so far between the damage and now the penalty. Joseph Causey's going to have to rebound here tonight, or he's going to have to, win to get into the next round.
It's early on. It's real. I mean, we're 20 laps. Green flag is out now, but for Causey, he's got a lot of laps to make up. So I don't think he's even though he's back in the very back of the pack, he only has to pass 14 cars.
He's in a hornet's nest, though. The middle of the pack is all around each other right now, going absolutely crazy. There's a line of 7 cars. They were 3 wide down the front stretch off into turn 1 there on the restart. We're looking at this pack right now, and all of these cars have some serious damage to them, and they are all racing around each other right now like it's the last lap.
Yeah, they definitely are running like it's the end of the world. And I'm not really sure what they think they're doing because it is too early. It's not go time at all.
There's 170 laps to go. Causey got loose out of 2. Causey got loose out of 2, loses a spot to Nick Goebel. He'll be the last car on the lead lap. Will the 88 Gatorade machine of Joseph Causey. So we'll keep an eye on him.
Joey McKinney just did an awesome pass to get around Adam Wood. And that number 14 is on a tear now. He's trying to catch up to the car in front of him, which is his brother.
Oh,
Joey
Michael
McKinney.
Payne down the track in
Oh.
front of him. Michael Payne
Feel
got
the
real
pain.
loose. Real
Feel the
loose
pain
on
for
the
sure.
exit of 2 there. That
Yeah,
almost
he
ended
did.
in a nightmare for him.
And when he did that, Joey almost got into the back, or Cody almost got in the back of Joey and turned him around, but he's going to go by him. Here goes Joey McKinney getting around, taking that number 14 or number 18 around the 14 car of his brother.
One of those and Derrick Schilling's around! Derrick Schilling! And he's back up
he's
the
in the-
track! And Ryan Cliver, Jaden Gimbel, Nick Goebel, they're all involved in it. Causey's going to get through, but man, oh man, hard impact for the 24.
Wow.
Hard
That
impact.
87
and now, wow.
87's toast.
Now the 87 of Derrick Schilling is going to be behind the 8 ball here in the first round of the chase, and so is Ryan Cliver. Wow.
Tough break for that
Not
number
the way
87.
You want to start out the championship not the way you want to start out the playoffs. Definitely
No.
not. We're going to go back
No.
and see what happened, but we saw it happen live. It was just looked like Derrick Schilling just got loose. He's already wrecking theirs. So we'll go back in a little bit further. Yeah, I don't know if he got loose. Maybe he did get a little bit of help. We'll have to look. So Derrick was on the inside into 1 and 2. He let the 76 go by. The 87 Derrick Schilling slides up on the exit of the corner, and he taps the wall. And that was the lap before, I believe. And then he goes off at a 1 and 2 this time. Then on the exit of 1 and 2, he hits the wall, gets loose, and then pow! Right into the inside wall. And Jaden Gimbel almost had that missed. But we're going to go on board with Nick Goebel. Folks, this is going to be a hard impact, so be prepared. Nowhere to go and just pow! Absolute obliteration of the front of that number 24.
Yeah, that was a hard hit.
Man,
So
oh man.
3 guys
25
right now,
laps
pretty
in.
much. Yeah, 3 guys their night is pretty much toast.
This is
right
not
now.
what we expected from a Darlington Raceway race. Not at all.
You know what? It has happened in the past, so I can't say we can't expect it. I mean, even if you watch the NASCAR guys run this track last year when they, were locked down, they were running those invitational races. They ran Darlington. They definitely didn't do very well as well.
Darlington is definitely one of my least favorite tracks to drive. It's one of my favorite tracks to watch and go to. It's my least favorite track to drive.
I used to like it when it was on NASCAR 2003, but
when it was super easy to drive? Yeah.
I don't know if it was easy to drive, but I liked it then. It just seemed to have a lot more grip than it does here in iRacing.
Well, Darlington is due for a repave.
Yes, it is.
It's definitely due for a repave. The weepers are getting really bad. The seams are getting really large.
You can even see that in the iRacing. You can see how the seams are actually pretty large.
I give it 3 years. What I really want, and a lot of people are going to disagree, I want them to go back to old school Darlington. Put a little bit of more banking down the bottom of the track and open us up to like a 5-lane racetrack. You'll see races like you wouldn't believe from this track. Classic Darlington, where there was a little bit more banking and they could go most of the way down the banking, and they would go down there and they'd push themselves to the corner. I mean, God, the racing would be unbelievable.
Yeah, it would.
But then it would just be NASCAR fans complaining that we're changing things that they don't want changed.
Don't like change at all.
Oh, you're making Atlanta better. You can't do that. We didn't want that.
Hey, we're lined up 2x2 finally for the first time tonight since lap number 1 with Greg Holt on the pole right now, and Nicholas Weatherby to his outside. Patrick Gaspar has recouped, and he is up in third now. Charles Jurek to his outside. And row number 3, Cody McKinney and Joey McKinney are side by side. And then it's Adam Wood and Joseph Causey side by side. Back there for 7th, 8th, and 9th and 10th, it's Harvey Abrams and Michael Payne. Here we go. And Greg Holt is elected for the outside, and he's on the gas, and he is pulling away by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8
Hornet's nest behind him.
And that I think that happened because Weatherby did not get a good start. He just kind of backed everybody up there.
Oh, man, Joey McKinney's all over Patrick Gaspar here down the backstretch on the exit of 2. That almost got big.
Almost. And the thing is, if you look at Weatherby, he's actually, he got a bad start, but he's actually reeling in Greg Holt.
Yeah, these guys just got to settle in. Long race. You still got 160 laps to go here. 161 to go. Hey, they all just got to settle in, calm down. The racetrack will come to you, and your race will come to you, but you have to be here at the end of the race to have a chance to win and move on to the next round of the playoffs here and not have to worry the next 2 weeks.
Yeah, absolutely. Right now we have 12 cars actually on the track running. Thomas Carino Jr., who's involved in that first lap incident, is 1 lap down. He was 3 laps down, but he has made 2 of those laps back up since those cautions. So I would assume, unless something else happens to him, he will make that lap up, and he will
There
be.
is no give right now.
No, there is none.
This track.
No. I agree. There's none.
We're watching the battle with Joey McKinney, Cody McKinney, and Joseph Causey, and we have something just happened to somebody hit the wall. We'll go back and look, see if I can find out who it was. We heard somebody pound the outside wall, but Joseph Causey squeezed Joey McKinney up the track a couple laps ago. Almost got into him. Harvey Abrams is going around. Abrams with a great save.
Wow.
Harvey Abrams with the save of the night.
And McKinney got around Causey. We were watching that too. So Causey thought he was safe.
We got a battle for the second spot right now. It's a 3-way battle. Charles Jurek over the back. Over Charles Jurek hard into the wall. Charles Jurek into the wall again. He pounds it twice. Man, oh man, there's not going to be any cars left out here by the end of this race.
That's going to allow McKinney to get around him as well as Causey, unless he gets on it. Yeah, that right side of that car is tall up, as they say in Darlington, Florence, South Carolina.
Man, oh man, it is crazy out here on this track.
Well, it's crazy that, we're only 33 laps into this race, and a lot of these guys are racing like it's 5 to go. That's what's crazy.
Yeah, they just need to settle in here. From the drop of the green flag, it's been chaos.
Yeah, because we see how they start, and, you can make some moves at the start there, and you have at least 2 more restarts.
Weatherby's in the wall.
Yep. Adam Wood just
Patrick
tagged the wall.
Gaspar sideways on the exit of 4.
He was loose coming off turn 4.
I don't know if I'm going to make it this entire race, Randy.
Oh, Yerk just tagged the wall again. Just barely. Gave it a little kiss. Patrick Gaspar nearly.
Joey McKinney got loose out of 2. Adam Wood's going to dive to the inside and take that spot away from him.
Hey, we got a new second place.
Yep, he
Cody
lost the
McKinney
spot.
got around him.
Weatherby got loose on the exit of 2, almost hit the wall, and Cody McKinney took advantage of that. I know it's only 36 laps into this race, but I'm going to give Greg Holt the winning strategy. You ready? Don't hit the wall. You'll be faster than everybody.
Yeah.
He doesn't. At this point, with all the damage these other cars have, Greg Holt, who's 11 laps away from Stage 1's victory, just has to chill out and drive the car. Doesn't have to push. Doesn't have to do nothing. Just keep the car clean and out of the wall, and you'll dominate tonight.
Survive.
Yeah, you'll dominate.
Yep.
He didn't even have to be the fastest. Oh, and Greg Holt, as I said that, he hits the wall out of 2.
And that scrubbed off some time.
Now
He had
everybody has hit the
second.
wall. Everybody. Well, as Dale Earnhardt Sr. said, I need somebody to go hit the hot dog stand and the pace car. That will hit everything.
Well, as I said earlier this year about Adam Wood, he's hit everything except the girl up in the concession stand.
No, we already hit her tonight. That happened on lap 5.
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy.
Yeah, Greg Holt just running away right now. He is about 1.4 seconds ahead of second place Patrick Gaspar.
He's losing time right now to Cody McKinney, though. Cody is faster because I think Cody might have less damage than Greg Holt.
Yeah, Cody.
does.
Excuse me. I
We'll
said
have to keep
Patrick.
an eye
It's
on
Cody.
that.
Yeah.
Cody's car is cosmetically a little worse, but his is mostly in the... Oh, Cody McKinney! Loose in 3 and 4, almost went down the banking. And now I think that might give the Stage 1 win there to to Greg Holt, as he's seven circuits away from winning stage number 1.
Well, 7 circuits is a long ways to go.
Especially at Darlington.
Yeah, because we see this. These guys have a little bit of damage to their car. Car that may toe out a little, have a little messed up toe. And the cars are, and just as I say that, Cody McKinney tags that wall once again.
You remember in the, was it the All-Star race? Or was it the All-Star race that we kept saying you just need to stay away from the wall and you might win this?
An All-Star race, it was just stay away from.
Oh no, it was Bristol Dirt. Bristol Dirt.
That one. I was going to say Cathright was the one. If you just stay away from Cathright, you have the chance of winning.
Bristol Dirt. This reminds me a lot of Bristol Dirt right now with all the right side damage.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. This track, that damage matters a little bit. At Bristol, it didn't matter at all. You could go out there as a Winston modified.
But when everybody else has it, just who has the least amount of damage.
Exactly, yeah.
This is very uncharacteristic for everybody in the field. These guys are some of the best drivers I know. And to see everybody having trouble here at Darlington, it shows you how tough this track is to drive and tame.
Very tough. Very, very tough. This is a track, and I can see where Greg Holt, was way out front and is actually starting to open that back up again. But I can see where he, would be out front and he's just kind of cruising around out there. You get sidetracked. Your mind starts wandering because you're just running around circles. There's nobody in front of you trying to catch. You're not focusing on trying to catch anybody. You're all by yourself, and your mind starts to wander. Hey, what's that sign up there? How many people were in that front row there? Just whatever. Hey, I can see the tree on the outside of the track. Whatever. And your mind gets, wandering, and you're in the wall. So that's what happens in this track. This track is just, they say it's tough, and it's tough for a reason.
She's the lady in black for a reason.
Yep. Yeah, no lady in red, that's for sure. She's a lady in black.
2 to go here in stage number 1 at the Darlington.
Cody's scratched him now. Cody found something.
I think Cody's fast. He just has to keep it off the wall.
Yeah. He's definitely found something, because he is definitely coming. And although he just scrubbed the wall again.
The white flag is out here in stage number 1. One more time around for Greg Holt. This is the type of start you want for the playoffs if you're Greg Holt. You need to get as much momentum as you can because your teammate Joseph Causey dominated the regular season. If you want a shot to win the championship, you got to get hot now.
Yeah. And Greg won last week, so he's definitely got momentum.
Yep, he definitely does. He comes in here with momentum. As he goes through 3 and 4 for the final time here in stage 1, the green and white checkered flag is waving. Greg Holt's going to win stage number 1 of the 2021 playoffs. Did I pull a Rick Kohler? Hold on, did I put... No, everybody's slowing.
No, everybody's slowing down. We're just waiting for the official yellow. There it is.
I have pulled a Rick Kohler before.
Speaking of Rick Kohler came by and saw me at the Guitar Attic last week.
Did he?
He did. He showed up in the store. It was nice to meet Rick Kohler in person. He actually got down here and was able to go see the race at the Daytona International Speedway, and also got to see a rocket launch, which he thought that was the best thing ever. And coming from a person that worked or was in the Air Force, that must have been a pretty big thing. So we're under caution, 48 laps down. Stage 1 is complete. Greg Holt won stage 1. Cody McKinney was 2nd. Patrick Gaspar was 3rd. Joseph Causey was 4th. Adam Wood was 5th. Joey McKinney 6th. Charles Yerk 7th. Nicholas Weatherby 8th. Jaden Gimble was 9th. Michael Payne was 10th. Harvey Abrams was 11th. Thomas Greeno was 12th. Derrick Schilling was 13th, who is 23 laps down and out of the race, as well as Ryan Cliver and Nick Goebel were all out of the race.
So actually you can call me Larry McReynolds, because I meant Rick Allen.
Oh, Rick Allen.
Yeah, I called him by the wrong name. I pulled a Larry McReynolds.
That's great.
God help me. The pit stops here under the 4th caution of the night. Patrick Gaspar. We'll see if he can get out how fast these pit stops will be. I don't think you're going to see any sub 17-second pit stops right now, because I think everybody's going to get that damage repaired.
Actually, we
Patrick
saw
Gaspar and Greg Holt. That's it. Everybody else is sitting in their stalls, letting everything get fixed.
Yep. If we could hear right now, we hear ding, 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 ding.
Yes. Yes, we would. That's something I wish they'd put back in iRacing.
Yep.
But ladies and gentlemen, you are watching the IVRL Buttkicker Cup Series on the Ghostfire Media Network. We will be right back here in the Ghostfire Media Network. We're going to send you off to hear about our sponsor, the Guitar Attic.
For 20 years, the Guitar Attic has been your home for used and vintage guitars in the Daytona Beach area and at GuitarAttic.com. The Guitar Attic is your home for used and vintage guitars. Whether you're looking for that collector's piece or that beginner piece, they've got you covered. With names like Fender, Gibson, Gretsch, Ibanez, Martin, Taylor, and much, much more, the Guitar Attic has all the guitars you need. And bass players, they haven't forgot about you. They've got all the top names. Amplifiers from Friedman, Victoria, Fender, Boss, and many, many more. They also have the largest selection of used pedals anywhere in the Southeast. The Guitar Attic, located 1672.5 Ridgewood Avenue, just north of Flomish in Holly Hill, Florida. Also, check us out online at guitarattic.com.
The AOLL began online racing in the mid-1990s with Papyrus's NASCAR racing still going strong 27 years later on the iRacing platform. The TNT Series races on Thursday night, running the ARCA Chevy cars for drivers looking to learn and have fun. The Cup Series races on Sunday nights, featuring league veterans and Class A licensed drivers. The Sportsman Division races on Wednesday nights, running the Gander Outdoor Trucks with drivers from the Cup and TNT Series. You can catch all of the AOLL racing action right here on Ghostfire Media.
Hi, I'm Randy from the Guitar Attic. Can we be serious for a second? Are you tired of being a loser? Can't do anything right? Feel like everyone's coming down on you all the time? Well, there's a way out. And I'm going to show you. Hey Mom, look what I learned. That's right. Pick up a guitar, learn how to play guitar. Automatically you're going to become a chick magnet. The ladies are going to love you. Your kids are going to think you're cool. So what you need to do is come down here to the Guitar Attic, 1672.5 Ridgewood Avenue in Daytona Beach, Florida, or go on guitarattic.com and buy yourself a guitar and automatically be this.
Back here, Darlington International Raceway. We are 2x2 racing, getting ready to go back to green flag racing.
Just like every week here in States number 2, we're going to start it out by cranking it up.
Yeah, I see that. But everybody's still going the same direction, so it's all good. It just looked like Charles Yerk got in the wall on the start.
We'll take a look here at what happened to Charles Yerk. Oh, Charles got super loose. Pounded the outside wall. Absolutely demolished the right side of that race car. Man, oh man. We have not had the start to the playoffs for a lot of these guys that we thought we would.
Well, two guys that we did think that they were going to be doing something right off the bat are doing something right off the bat. We're having Greg Holt leading the race over his teammate of Team Tito. Joe Zacazzi is second right now. Joe McKinney's really trying to reel him in, though. Joey's just having a really good race tonight.
Joey wants
him
the
and
momentum.
Cody too. Yeah, they during the regular season they did not have a lot of good things happen to either one of the McKinney brothers. But tonight they're having some good fortune happening right now. And Joey is, little by little, he's just chipping at that spot for second that Joe Zacazzi leads right now over him.
So we have an update here. Nick Goebel and Ryan Kleiber have both been released from the Infield Medical Center. Derrick Schilling has been transported to a local medical facility for some testing. It was a very hard hit into the right, into the driver's door for him. So as a precaution, they've sent him to a local medical facility here in South Carolina.
Yeah, we had the in radio, or the radio from the crew chief to Derrick, and this is what they heard. Derrick, can you hear me? Derrick, can you hear me? Derrick. He didn't get back on the radio, so I guess he wasn't there. He must have been concussed.
Yeah, he might have been knocked out, concussed, one or the other, but we'll give you an update here in the broadcast as soon as we get one about Derrick Schilling from that local medical facility here in Darlington, South Carolina.
And as that's all happening, Greg Holt is just opening up his lead. I believe Greg Holt is probably the cleanest car out there right now. I don't think he has as much damage
That's
as
why he's
anybody else.
driving away.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, he's definitely fast, but we can't tell who's the fastest car anymore because, well, we're just not going to have the fastest cars anymore. They're all damaged.
Yeah. Welcome to the Volusia County Fair in the bumper cars.
This is one of those races that the team owners hate because they're just watching the dollar signs go out the window. Oh, that's another 10 grand. Oh, that's a $500 bumper. Oh.
You know what? I think this is one of those races where every team writes the car off. It's a write-off for them because they know they're going to lose, quite a bit of a car at this track. I think that they anticipate they're going to lose the whole right side of the car, probably the front clip, maybe the rear clip, and a spoiler. And if you're lucky, you're not going to lose a chassis.
Well, don't look now, but Joseph Causey is coming.
I see that.
The 88 has shortened the gap between him and the 91 here, down to just above a half a second.
Yeah, he's coming. Definitely. That would be the first time that Greg Holt has had any competition at all tonight. He was a man on the mission, but this time now he is the prey. And the man that wants to take that crown from him right now is Joseph Causey.
Well, right now we're looking at one white car following another car, so give me 1 second.
Well, that white car 88. Try and track down that white car 91. Oh, boy. Yeah, we don't want to see that. I know our fans out there watching the race right now are hoping to see the paint schemes correctly. This has been a trying night, to say the least, for all of us.
Only 63 laps in.
Yeah.
We should have known what type of night it was going to be as soon as the broadcast tools started being funky.
Yes. By the way, if you didn't catch the Ghost Fire Media podcast the other night, we had a little technical difficulties during that as well. I know I did. I look like Max Headroom. Now, that's going back a little ways. And if you've ever seen Max Headroom, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. And
speaking of technical difficulties, we've had some technical difficulties here on the Ghost Fire Media Network the last month. It seemed like it was just our Monday Night League that was bitten. And Causey's in the wall out of 4. Big damage to the right side. But it seemed like it was just our Monday Night League that was bitten by the bad luck bug. And now it's Tuesday nights and the podcast. So we're going to have to start looking into solving some of these technical glitches and foibles that are thwarting our very decent broadcast quality. And I say decent because, well, folks, you still have to listen to me for 3 hours every Tuesday. And I don't wish that on my worst enemy.
Well, I will say this, that we have to give a shout out to Carl Henderson, who Carl is always updating something. He's one of the men behind the scene that really work really hard.
Causey into the
I know,
wall
tag the wall.
again.
Yeah, Henderson is actually one of those guys that is always trying to make things look great for you, the viewer. And maybe he's just upgraded too many things, and some things are kind of going a little bit south. But who knows? We don't know yet.
I think a lot of our technical
issues
have been user side. They haven't been materials that we're using. It's mostly all of our computers don't like us anymore. Or the power company doesn't like us and we have power surge. There's a bunch of things.
Yeah,
It looks like, am I correct? Is the 24 back out on the track? No, he is not.
42 laps down now.
I thought he was back on the track. I was just confused.
Because he was coming, he's falling away now.
Yeah, hitting the wall 3 more times hasn't helped him. Man, you still got 27 to go here in this stage. You've still just got to survive.
Yes. And the field now is pretty well spread out.
Causey loose on the exit of 4 again, so good save there as he bobbled a little bit. As we're looking at Greg Holt. We have a battle right now back for 5th and 6th between Jaden Gimble and Thomas Carino. It's beginning to heat up, so we'll focus on this for a few laps. That number 3 guy, let's talk about Thomas Carino on the number 7. He was 3 laps down at one point.
Yes.
And now here in stage 2, he's fighting for 6th, and he has a very clean race car, minus a little bit of right front damage. So we'll have to keep an eye on that.
And hopefully we don't jinx him as
Whoa, Jaden Gimble, big loose.
Yeah, he got loose. I'm sure he's got a handful with that car because that back end is tore up.
Yeah, it's no longer aerodynamic.
No, not at all.
So, folks, if you
He's
want to
got to
know
be slippery and sliding.
what type of night we've had, while we're waiting to see what goes on here, throughout the remainder of this second stage here, as you see your leader, Greg Holt, we're going to go back and show you what happened on the initial green flag, where we had Patrick Gaspar spin his tires. He spun out. 5 cars got involved there. 7 cars ended up getting damaged from that, though. And then just a short while later, we had another incident where Joey McKinney got loose, spun out in front of in front of 3 cars. Everybody got through there. And then we had another incident here. This one was with Derrick Schilling. Derrick Schilling got loose on the exit of 2, hit the wall, came up in front of the track. Him, Nick Goebel, Ryan Cliver, and Jane Gimble were all involved in that. We'll look at that from one other angle there, so you can see a little bit different view here. That was where Jane got all the damage to the back end of that car, and that was where that is the incident that has sent Derrick Schilling to a local medical facility. We'll keep an update on that for you, and then we look throughout a little bit further here, and then we had the Michael Payne incident here where he slammed the wall. He spun out down the front stretch. No caution came out for this, but that was an incident there that Michael Payne was involved in earlier. And then we had another, this was the stage finish here, as you see Greg Holt winning stage number 1 here tonight and trying to make it 2 in a row here, as it looks like we have pit stops, Mr. Pepper.
Yeah, we got pit stops happening.
We come back live, and we have Greg Holt coming down pit road first.
Yeah. Gets the car slowed down to 35 miles an hour, trying to make his way to his pit stall. And we'll see if he's going to take 4 tires or will he just get a splash of fuel. Long ways to go.
Yeah, 45 mile an hour pit lane speed limit. It's a long pit lane. Joseph Causey is now in as well. You see the right side of that number 91 as Cody McKinney stays out to lead a lap here.
And Greg Holt is off and on his way back to join the field.
If you weren't here with us earlier tonight, you see that blue spoiler on the number 14. That indicates championship contenders in the playoffs. So whenever you see a blue spoiler, you'll know that that driver is in the championship playoffs right now. Right now, everybody in the field except Nick Goebel is eligible for the championship. Ryan Cliver, Derrick Schilling, Michael Payne, and Nick Goebel all out of this race. Now your leader, Cody McKinney, comes down, and Patrick Gaspar will inherit the lead and get a bonus point for leading a lap here tonight.
And just remember that we have playoffs. So with playoffs, we have 16 drivers locked into this playoff. After 3 races, we will eliminate 4 of those drivers. And we'll go down to 12. And then after that, we'll eliminate 4 more. We'll go down to 8 drivers. And then after that, we'll eliminate 4 more. We'll end up with the last 4 that will compete for that butt kicker.
Out of the current field of drivers, you can remove Will Cannon and probably Christian Converse due to his football schedule from championship contention. So we'll lose 2 active drivers here in the round of 16 to go down to the round of 12. So we'll have to keep an eye on those 2 drivers that'll be on the bubble. Right now, going into next week, it'll be Ryan Cliver and Derrick Schilling.
Yeah, and those guys right off the bat, Ryan Cliver and Derrick Schilling, they're going to have their work cut out for them trying to make it back up. But you never know. I mean, we've got 2 really tough tracks to go to next. We've got Bristol and Richmond.
Is
so
Patrick
both those...
Gaspar going to trap the field? Can he go another 11 laps?
There's no way. There's no way he can do
Crazier
that.
Things have happened.
Yeah, he would have to save so much fuel. I just don't know if he can go that long.
Well, it's only 8 laps longer than his longest stint of the night, which is 32 laps. We'll keep an eye on it. Anything could happen.
Anything can happen. Gaspar definitely running a slower pace.
Yeah, he's losing about 0.2 of a second right now. Or he's gaining, 0.2 of a second right now. In the second place car, he's got 8 laps to go here on the exit of 4. If he can win a stage, it'll be big for his championship hopes.
And, he won the pole, so he had speed at the very beginning. It's just bad luck had struck him, unfortunately, right at the very beginning of the race.
Yes. If you missed it, Patrick Gaspar did spin his tires at the beginning of this race, ended up spinning out in front of the field. That's where the damage on the back of that car came from.
And if you aren't familiar with the Blakeisms, he did a Blake.
Where was Blake Gordon when you need him?
Yeah, exactly. Blake's probably out there watching going, guys, do you have always to bring that stuff up? Greg Holt is going to catch Patrick Gaspar.
Almost ran over the leader.
Yeah, he came right up on him like,
It's close. We have 7 laps to go now here in stage number 2. Patrick Gaspar might be able to do this.
We will see.
6 more circuits around the Darlington Raceway for stage number 2. Can Patrick Gaspar hold off the other drivers and trap the entire field down a lap? Because right now, if Greg Holt stays out when we get a caution, he'll trap everybody except Gaspar and Abrams down a lap.
Yeah. Yep, exactly.
This could get funky real quick.
It could. Can Patrick Gaspar make it on fuel? That is the question. Can he do it, or will he have to stop right at the very end? That's what we're watching.
5 to go.
Yeah, 5 to go. He's got 5 laps remaining to see if that car will make it the rest of the way.
Will it sputter?
And we see Cody McKinney catching him now. If Cody catches him, he will be on the lead lap, the very tail end of the lead lap. But he is catching him. I think Cody will get around him and he'll be back on tail end lead lap, so won't have to worry about him being there. Yep, you go around on the outside. Patrick says, go ahead. I'm just trying to win a stage. Wants those valuable bonus points for sure.
The flag man gives him the 3 fingers, meaning 3 more circuits around the Darlington Raceway here in stage 2.
I thought it was Dale Earnhardt. You remember when they did that after Dale died?
Yes.
Every race they held 3 fingers
Yes.
up.
I think we still should.
Well, you know, unfortunately, believe it or not, I actually asked a young guy that it just started following
He
NASCAR.
doesn't know who Dale Earnhardt is, does he?
He has no clue who Dale Earnhardt or Dale Earnhardt
Jesus.
Jr. is. Nope, no
God
clue.
help us.
Yep.
He
Not
knows
a
who
clue.
Junior is, though. Everybody knows who
No,
Junior is.
no, no. He knew who Junior was, but he didn't know he was a driver.
What?
He didn't know
Oh,
who
my
Junior was
God.
ever a driver.
Does he not know who Bill Elliott is?
Oh, no. No
Oh,
clue.
my
I'm
God.
sure. He knows who Chase is. Chase was his favorite driver. Oh, and Patrick is slowing
Patrick
down.
Gaspar will have to pit.
Yep, he will have to
Oh,
pit.
he's not going to make it. He's into the...
Oh.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, insult to injury. And more damage to the number 86 as he slides into the barriers. And that right front is towed in big time.
From bad to worse.
Wow. From possibly winning the stage to into the tires. Or into the
With only one lap
water
to go.
barrels.
Yep.
The white flag is out on stage number 2. And Greg Holt on the exit of 2, now down the backstretch. As Nick
Easily
Goebel
win
is
this.
back on the track. The number 24 is back on the track without a front end.
Welcome to the days of the Winston Modified Series.
And out of turn 4, the green and white checkered flag flies. And Greg Holt wins stage number 2.
The only thing good that happened for Patrick Gaspar there is that there was only 1 lap remaining, and he knows he can pit again and get that thing fixed.
Wait.
Wait for it.
Now
Wait
we're
for
going
it.
through 3 and 4. I guess I did pull a Rick Allen.
Oh, you did.
The end of the green and white checkered flag. And Greg Holt will
It's-
win stage number 2.
When that says 90, then you say it. When it says 89, you don't say it.
Hey, if I wanted your opinion, I'd ask for it, okay?
Okay, Rick.
Son of a bitch. No, I'm wrong. It's 94.
94?
47 plus 47 is 94.
Oh, you're correct.
I'm
Rick.
having a bad night. I would have just kept saying it until it happened. 2 laps to go here in stage. Son of a
Oh,
bitch.
boy. 2, you mean 3.
Shut up.
We're only
It's
91.
It's 2 laps. We're on lap number 92.
I'm only showing 91.
All right, into 3 and 4.
Let's try this again. The Greg Holt's the wall a little bit. And the white flag is out on stage number 2 this time.
There we go. All right.
Now I'm right.
Yes, you are now. Now you're on right.
It's been a long week. Leave me alone. Down the backstretch. Greg Holt.
I'm actually shocked at how much speed that Nick Goebel
Yeah,
has.
I
with
don't
no front
understand
end.
that. I need to take the front end off my car every week. And the green and white checkered flag is flying now for Greg Holt in stage 2.
You would think that Nick Goebel had something to race for. I don't know if he's trying to whittle down the laps so he can catch Michael Payne, who's 27 laps down. I don't know. So he can finish, 11th?
Oh, man. I need a vacation.
Speaking of vacations, Universal Studios is starting up Halloween Horror Nights the 3rd. September 3rd is the start of Halloween Horror Nights.
Speaking
30.
of horror, what the hell was that commercial?
Which commercial?
The fat guy. That's horrifying.
Well, you're a loser.
If you're a loser and you look like this guy.
Here's the lost guy out on the street. Actually, no, that actually is my employee. That's Bruce, who works for me at the Guitar Attic. One of the nicest people in the world.
You got Bruce to let himself be recorded being called a loser?
Absolutely. He knows exactly what it is. Hey, he got paid for it, all right?
My God, I don't know what I'm more shocked by. Your employee's lack of self-esteem or the fact that you have an employee?
Oh, no. He actually works for me like one day a week. He actually works for me more than one, but only one day in the shop.
He came in
The rest
that
of
one
he's out.
day.
He's out, most of the time he's out on the road looking for guitars. He's kind of like my guitar finder.
So he came in
for
that
the,
one day, and you
North
were like,
Florida.
"Hey, Bruce, do me a favor. Go
Yep,
walk,
I said-
go walk
I'm
like
a
a dummy, so I can record you."
No, he actually was walking forward and just looking at the camera. I go, no. I want you to walk like you're sad and you're moping and just kind of kicking the road and like you're a loser and stuff. He goes, okay. So that's what came out. So he had to be directed.
Greg Holt has given up the lead to get as much of that damage repaired as he could as we watch the repair process of things just kind of moving on iRacing.
Yep.
The day iRacing allows me to watch the pit crews go to work and it's not my own car will be a good day.
Yeah, I tell you what, Greg Holt, his crew chief, Junior McFinley, he got on the box and got down there and was pointing at the crew and said, "Get that fixed, come on."
Well, Nicholas Weatherby's crew chief, Hoshi McBlowme, said he didn't want to get the stuff fixed. He just wanted to go back out on the track. You ever met Mr. McBlowme?
Yeah, I met him at church once.
Oh, God.
He was sitting right next to Richard Seaman.
And on that note, folks, if you feel like a loser, if you don't want to be like Bruce, Randy Pepper has the perfect antidote for you.
All right, I'm Randy from the Guitar Attic. Can we be serious for a second? Are you tired of being a loser? Can't do anything right? Feel like everyone's coming down on you all the time? Well, there's a way out. And I'm going to show you. Hey Mom, look what I learned. That's right. Pick up a guitar, learn how to play guitar. Automatically you're going to become a chick magnet. The ladies are going to love you. Your kids are going to think you're cool. So what you need to do is come down here to the Guitar Attic, 1672.5 Ridgewood Avenue in Daytona Beach, Florida, or go on guitarattic.com and buy yourself a guitar and automatically be the star of your neighborhood. That's guitarattic.com.
Back at Darlington, the tame or too tough to tame track. Tame track that's not too tough. It would be an oxymoron for tonight. 98 laps, and everybody has scrubbed the wall at least once.
At least it's not just me, okay, Johnny?
No, it's not just you. I have been up since early this morning, and
There's
I am.
something in the water
I hate
up
to say
here
it,
in
I'm
the booth.
tired. I am super tired. I'm
Oh.
sorry. It's a long, long day.
We went to the Jeff Burton School of Broadcasting.
Yeah, but. Hey, the pace car is pulled off, and we are going back to green flag racing as Patrick Gaspar takes off and leaves everybody
The
behind.
outside lane did not go back here, and we have Adam Woods stacking them up, going off in a one.
Yeah, he did. As Patrick Gaspar leads by a 1-2-3 car lengths over Joseph Causey. These two are no stranger to controversy. Greg Holt got a great start as he's now running fourth and setting sail, trying to get around that 14 car for third. So we got a lot of good battles on the track as of right now.
Well, during the commercial break, I talked to Cody's crew chief, Mike, and Mike said that he was going to try everything he could to get Cody to push, and try to get up there and battle for this win. Because Cody McKinney and Mike, they think that they have a chance to win this race. They have a fast enough race car. They got some of that damage repaired. Now they just want to go out there and compete for the win here tonight.
Yeah, Mike, his family, they own the Hunt Brothers Pizza Company. And, sorry, excuse me.
Oh boy.
I'm joking.
Down the front stretch. Here, that's the back stretch. I do that at least once a race. I call 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 3 and 4, 1 and 2. I call the front stretch, the back stretch, the front stretch. It's the problem of watching NASCAR in the 90s. We have a battle for the lead, though. Joseph Causey to the inside of Patrick Gaspard. He was not able to make the move stick off in a 1 and 2. And now he's got Greg Holtz all over his back. And
back in.
I just can't.
Hey, we got a caution. Just in time.
God, thank God. It'll give us an opportunity to get back to being... No, there's a big wreck back here. It's a big one.
Full-on Pier 6er happening back there.
There's a Pier 6 brawl down the backstretch. We got 3, 4, 5 cars involved. Jaden Gamble, Thomas Carino, Charles Urick, Nick Goebel. Oh, man. Nick Goebel went from having a bad night, trying to catch Michael Payne, to being even worse. But we're going to look at another chase contender here in Thomas Carino. That is terminal on the number 7. The number 3 just blew up. Jaden Gamble has blown up in 1 and 2, and that's going to be the end of his night. And number
Thomas
7,
Carino, he may blow it up too.
He's going to come in. He's going to get the old famous words here in iRacing. Too much damage, you're done.
Yep, probably so.
We're going to go back and see what happened here. Looks like Charles Urick in 3 and 4 got really loose, tried to save it, couldn't save it, tried to save it. Jaden Gamble got caught, Thomas Carino got caught, Nick Goebel, he spun up out into the outside wall, got a lot more damage. The right front's now broken on that car. Jaden Gamble, Thomas Carino just had nowhere to go there. We'll take another look here. I think Carino might have had to go. No, Gamble had to go up. Try to avoid it. They went to the inside. Then Charles Urick spun down to the inside. Thomas Carino, an innocent bystander in that. Major, major damage to the number 7. And I would say that would be 5 cars out of the race now tonight.
Unbelievable.
It has been a demolition derby and a Pier 6 brawl. It looks like Jaden Gimble's got out of the car, and he has grabbed what looks to be a tire iron. And he is walking down towards Charles Urick's pit stall. We'll keep an eye on this for you folks.
Oh, that's not good.
He's halfway down pit lane right now with the tire iron. Folks, we can't show this on TV. It's too graphic.
Yep, way too graphic. While we're watching that, or trying not to watch that, let's kind of switch gears a little bit.
Oh, he's smashing the televisions.
Oh no.
Oh, he's smashing the televisions in the pit box. Oh my goodness. And there's NASCAR security is all over him now. They have stopped him. They've taken the tire iron away. And the Darlington Sheriff is here. And the Darlington Sheriff is taking over.
Oh, boy. Tough night for those guys, for sure.
Looks like the 3 car, he might... wait, has he gotten back in the car? Has he gotten back in the car? The 3 car is back in the car, and he's back on the track. He jumped back in his car. We'll keep an eye on that.
He's trying. I don't know. They're trying to stop him from going back out.
I don't know. We'll keep an eye on it.
Yeah, definitely keep an eye on it. Hey, by the way, if you have Sirius Radio, don't forget to listen to the Front Stretch every Saturday and Sunday morning with Pat Patterson at the helm, giving you all the information on all things happening
When are
in
we
the
going to get
NASCAR
the
community.
episode with special guest Randy Pepper?
Maybe in November, or well, maybe sooner than that. Pat will be here in about, I think, 3 weeks. He said he's
when
going
are
to
you
come
when are you going to be on Sirius XM with Pat?
down. That's what I said about. It just
Oh.
depends on when he's coming down here.
When you're on Sirius XM, make sure to plug the Ghost Fire Media Network.
I will. That's what I we may do that. We may talk a little bit of iRacing, so maybe that might be something we might do.
We're going to need to hire more people. Patrick Gaspar is bump drafting the pace car. You heard me. Patrick Gaspar has finally completed the trifecta tonight. He hit the hot dog girl earlier tonight, and he hit a fan with a hood. He hit the wall, hit another car, now he's hit the pace car.
Doing the Bertha Butt boogie
He's
with the
eating
pace
an
car.
ice cream sandwich and hitting the pace car.
Yeah, he's got a CM Punk ice cream sandwich. So here we go. Going back to green flag racing as Patrick Gaspar gets on the gas and pulls away from Joseph Causey by 5 car lengths over Causey. Now Causey gets into the gas as well as Greg Holt, but Causey is coming here. Patrick Gaspar is going to have to run for sure because Causey is in the gas hard as he's going down the back straightaway. I thought Greg Holt might get a little better start, but he did not as Gaspar set sail trying to run away from the Team Tito guys tonight, and he will complete lap 108.
I had to do math for a second. 82 laps to go here at the Darlington Raceway. We have had a lot of things happen tonight. We've had incidences. We've had televisions and pit boxes smashed. Cars in the fence. Cars in the wall. Hoods in the stands. Man, oh man, things have gone nuts. We've had helmets thrown. We have 81 laps to go here at the Darlington Raceway. And we're getting ready to put on a show here.
That's what it looks like to me as well. You got 5 cars that are running nose to tail. Patrick Gaspar leads them, but Causey's right behind him. And then Greg Holt is right behind him. Here comes Causey looking to the inside as they go into turn number 1. He's going to try to make it stick down to the bottom of the track. He's side by side for the first time. They get together.
Causey is loose out of 4!
And they go across the stripe at lap 110. And now Greg Holt now is after Patrick Gaspar.
Oh, Gaspar's in the wall! Gaspar's in the wall, and there he goes! There goes Causey! There goes Gaspar! McKinney!
Oh!
Gaspar's in the wall hard! Here comes Adam Wood! Oh my goodness! Big damage to the 45! Big damage to the 86, right side damage to the 88.
And
Man,
no
oh
caution.
man, and the green flag stays out. Gaspar in the wall again. Gaspar has some serious damage. Oh, that car is sick.
Radio said the car can't drive. He can't drive the car.
That
the car's
car
not
is
driving.
sick. You
Yeah,
can hear it.
he's in trouble.
It is sick. He doesn't. Oh man, there's no power. Just waiting for that 86 to expire. It's on life support as it comes down the backstretch. Off into turn 3 and 4. He's going to pull the machine into pit lane, and he might pull the plug on the life of this motor. Man, oh man, Patrick Gaspar had such a promising start to stage number 3, and it went all up in smoke, no pun intended, just 5 laps later.
Yeah, and his night really was doomed from lap 1. So
That 86 car sounds extremely sick as we watch him limp it into his pit stall. And we'll see what Chad Canals does for him. We're going to pick up the leader, Greg Holt, with Cody McKinney half a second behind him.
Yeah, Greg Holt leads just by a few car lengths over McKinney. Then McKinney's got Nicholas Weatherby behind him. And then Joseph Causey is still hanging in there, but he does have some damage from getting together with Patrick Gaspar. But considering how much damage he actually has from that little scuffle they had there, I'm actually surprised that he's still running in fourth position and still able to run as fast at times as he is. You've got only basically 1 second separates first from second, so these guys are running pretty close together here.
Guys, someone opened the door and there's a dog in the broadcast booth. Give me 1 second, Andy.
Yeah, I had that during the podcast the other night. If you haven't seen the Ghostfire Media podcast, we do that on Friday nights. As I say that, here comes Joseph Causey trying to get around that number 23, Nicholas Weatherby. Didn't get it to stick that time. He's going to try again. Pulls up behind him, looking to the inside, coming off the turn. Down the straightaway they go. Joseph Causey is going to take third away from Nicholas Weatherby. Well, not yet. Let's see if he's going to make it stick. He's got a quarter panel to go, and this time he will make it stick as Weatherby will have to fall back behind him. And they're actually catching Cody McKinney. Or Cody must have got loose or something because they've gained ground on him. Causey's got his car reeled in, dialed back in is what I should be saying. He's got the car dialed back in, and just as I say that, he kind of scrubs that wall just a little bit. He's right behind McKinney. McKinney is going to feel the heat this time. Nope, he'll think twice. They make their way around the turn. Joseph Causey looks to try to come off the turn to get a good run. Cody blocks the momentum that time. They go down the back straightaway. They'll go into turn number 3. Joseph Causey looks low, trying to close in on McKinney. McKinney still runs that line. This time, here comes Joseph Causey trying to take second. Side by side, he'll get around the inside of McKinney, and now he will set sail trying to reel in his teammate, who is 1.3 seconds ahead of him. Greg Holt leads after 119 laps here at Darlington. Whoa! Causey slapped the wall just a little bit, got a little taste of it. Still 1.3, actually 1.5 seconds now. That hurt his momentum. As Greg Holt, all he has to do is stay off that wall. If he stays off the wall, he can drive this thing away and stay out there until the next caution. He lost. Joseph just all of a sudden got on a tear, got around Weatherby, and then got around McKinney as well.
Well, Pat, we have gotten word officially. Patrick Gaspar, Chad Knaus has said there's too much damage. We're going to park it and save the motor.
Yeah, he's 8 laps now.
That is the end of the night for the number 86 machine. A lot of drivers who we thought were going to cruise on through the first round of 4, or to the round of 8, the round of 12, I should say. We're now going to be watching and see what happens here.
Probably the best battle on the track right now is probably between Charles Yerk and Joey McKinney. Those two have gone back and forth, swapping.
There is smoke on the track. There is smoke on the track. Harvey Abrams has gone around. Green flag stays out. We'll show you what happened to Harvey.
He's making his way down pit road
In
now.
1 and 2, he just wow. Pounded the wall in 1 and 2. Kept his foot in it. Really surprised there wasn't a caution there. Greg Holt's not. He's very happy. We have Charles York to the inside of Joey McKinney here, and he will take that spot away easily.
I would love to see that another caution come out, because as well as Joseph Causey is running right now, I'd love to see if he has anything for Greg Holt. As long as Greg Holt is out there leading by himself, there's nothing anybody can do with him. He has to make a mistake for anybody before anyone's going to catch him, that's for sure. As a pretty lady just walked behind me.
Did she?
So, yeah, she actually did. It's always great to see the better looking half of the household here. So, gives me a little hope that, I'll get to spend some time with her soon. Lap 126 is in the books as Greg Holt still continues to dominate here. Greg Holt has had a heck of a night tonight. He's just dominated, kind of leaving, right where he left off, I guess, from last week. I can smell the barbecues from here. The infield barbecues are going at it, and I can smell them.
I actually left the broadcast booth for a moment.
You did? You still have dog problems?
No, I left the broadcast booth for a moment, walked down and got a hot dog out of from one of the nice fans out here.
Ah.
She's very pretty. She's a brunette.
Did you get one of those foot-long hot dogs or just the little 6-incher?
You gotta go for the full foot long. Come on.
Oh, absolutely.
The one with the 7-inch bun, so you got like 4 inches on each side hanging out. It's ridiculous.
Quarter pounder.
Hey.
Yeah, absolutely.
Joseph Causey has pitted.
Yes, he did pit, and it is now a 4.4 second lead for Greg Holt. When will Greg Holt pit?
Well, if we look at history tonight, Patrick Gaspar, before he wrecked out, had the longest stint of anybody on a set of tires and fuel. It was 40 laps. Greg Holt can push this another 7 laps, go 40. He'll still be short. So it's a 2-stop race from here no matter what. This is going to be interesting. I don't know what the strategy call is here.
I don't either. I'm still trying to figure it out as well. How long will they go?
I need our Chad Knaus. Let me see if I can call up Chad Knaus.
We call Jimmy Fallon. Maybe he can tell me. Not that Jimmy Fallon, but the other Jimmy Fallon. The one that works on the Brett Moffitt number. Is it 44 truck or 42? It's a 40-something truck. I don't know what it is. He would know. As we watch Greg Holt just roam around in circles. And I'm kind of surprised that the number 7 is still out there. Thomas Garino's, I guess he's only 2 laps down. I guess if something happens, maybe he can get those. He got 2 of them back prior.
I'm impressed with Jaden Gimbel. He had time on pit road to get out of his car, grab a tire iron, knock out the televisions. On I don't remember who's Derrick Schilling's?
Yeah, no, it was Harvey Abrams.
Oh yeah, he knocked out the televisions on Harvey Abrams' pit box. He got back in his car and he's still in the lead lap.
I cannot believe that he had enough time to do that. I'm really shocked at that.
He does have a date with the sheriff after the race, though. I'm told they're waiting in his pit stall.
That's right. Andy Griffith is in the pit stall right now waiting for him. Him and his deputy, Barney Fife.
Oh, man.
And by the way, if you're looking for a haircut, Floyd the barber is down in the pits right now giving free haircuts to all that need him.
Good Lord. Greg Holt almost just knocked the wall down in turn 3.
Almost, but not quite. We're just waiting for him to pit here. He should pit within the next 3 laps here, I believe.
Well, we'll see. I don't know. I don't know if they would save fuel or not throughout this run. We're coming up on the longest fuel run of the night. I mean, if you get to lap 140, I still think you're going to be 1 short. You're going to be 10 laps short or so. Unless you can save enough fuel, I don't know. I just don't think that there's going to be enough fuel in these cars to go to lap 140, and then you're going to have to stretch that final tank 50 laps. I just don't know if that's possible.
I don't know if it's, at this point, is it worth it?
Well, Causey had stayed out. Causey had pitted. But Causey hasn't gained the time that I thought he would on those new tires. So the question becomes, are the new tires are obviously going to be a factor. New tires are going to beat old tires 9 out of 10 times. But the question becomes, is the short pitting going to, end up winning you the race? And right now, I just don't think it will, because he's not gaining enough.
No, I don't think so either. I don't see the benefits of it.
I thought he would have already outlapped himself. Here comes Greg Holt.
Yeah, Greg Holt.
Greg Holt pulled off.
He missed the pits.
He missed the pits. Greg Holt has missed pit lane.
Ooh, that's going to hurt.
That's going to hurt big time. Cody McKinney has entered pit lane. He made it. Oh, Cody McKinney's around. Cody McKinney's in the wall in the front stretch.
Caution or no caution?
Green flag is still out, but Cody McKinney missed pit lane as well, and then he binned it. Oh, my goodness.
Greg Holt down on the binders as he heads to his pit stall.
Big damage on the number 19 and the number 14. We'll take a look and show you what happened here. Cody down the front. Oh, Cody hit the wall in the front stretch, and it was an elastic band. It was one of those iRacing elastic band front stretch walls. He just barely tapped it, and it shot him off to the inside retaining wall. Wow. Wow. Nobody is on their game here tonight.
Like I said, this is one of those tracks. I mean, if you can concentrate every lap.
All right, Joseph Causey is now in the lead. Well, not technically. Actually, look who's leading this race.
Jaden Gimbel.
I didn't expect that. Oh, he's in the wall. No, Jaden Gimbel hard in the wall at 3. More damage to the number 3 machine. That looks like a Winston modified.
That's what I said. It looks like a Winston modified all the way.
Off at 1 and 2.
Greg Holt now is 3rd after his pit stall.
Missing the pit lane did not help Greg Holt.
No, it did not. But those new tires may make up the difference.
And now, here comes Gimbel.
Yeah, Jaden has not pitted, so. But after all that he's gone through, he picked up those points for leading a lap, so that was a good thing for him. We have to watch
on Derrick Schilling. He has been released from the local medical facility, and he is cleared to race for next week. He just did some tests and everything came back clear. So that is good news for Derrick Schilling.
Yeah, it's good. I heard the doctor gave him some medical marijuana and said send him on his way and said this will make you feel better.
And then NASCAR suspended him for 14 days.
It had a card. Doesn't matter. He's got a card.
The sport was here before you, son. It'll be here after you. We don't need you.
Don't you remember what happened with Jeremy Mayfield?
I couldn't believe that story when I heard it. That
I still don't believe it, actually.
Big Bill France sat down with Dale Earnhardt and Darrell Waltrip. The sport was here before you. It'll be here after you. I don't need you. So get it together.
Yeah.
Oh, are you talking about the Jeremy Mayfield thing? I don't
Yeah,
believe it either.
Jeremy.
I don't believe it either. He was so coked out of his mind.
No, I don't know. You know, I met Jeremy when he was during that whole time period. I met him after that time period, and he was out shopping with his father-in-law, and I can't see his father-in-law wanting to have anything to do with him if he was really that messed up. So, I don't know. Who knows?
Well, Causey's in the wall! Causey knocks down turn 3. Big
Bing,
damage
bing.
to the right side. And another one with some damage now again.
Well, all that did was help Greg Holt.
Joseph Causey is coming up on when he can pit to make it to the end.
He's 6 seconds ahead of Greg Holt.
He's bleeding time, though, to Greg Holt right now. Bleeding it.
Yeah, definitely.
A second and a half a lap.
You realize there's only 3 cars on the lead lap right now.
Yes.
This is almost shaping up to be just like last week at Daytona, where we just had 2 cars running around by themselves.
Causing the wall out of 2.
Yep. Gave it a little kiss. Just a little bit. Those tires are starting to go away. He's going to get really high, but he doesn't hit the wall this time. Well, he knows. He's looking back there and he's saying, Greg is gaining on me. He's 5 seconds back behind me. Yeah, this 4 second, he's bleeding a second every half a lap.
Yeah. The only thing that can stop this bleeding right now, you can make it from here if your Causey's pit. Try to minimize the damage.
Yeah, that and a bigger Band-Aid's not going to do anything to do with it. Yeah, now it's 2.9 seconds. And that front end does not look good. That whole side of that car is just tore
There's
up.
not a car on this track right now that looks good.
No. Greg Holt's car doesn't look bad.
For now.
For now, yeah. Well, he's right behind Joseph Causey. So once Joseph Causey pits here, he's going to relinquish the lead to Greg Holt, and Greg Holt's going to open that lead up even more this next time. By George, unless something crazy happens, I believe we're going to talk to Greg Holt again tonight.
Well, half a second now. 40 laps to go here at the Darlington Raceway. Round 1 of the round of Race 1 of the round of 16 of the 2021 IVRL playoffs has 40 to go, and they're side by side out of 4. Holt gets loose. Causey holds tight. Off into 1. Holt has the corner. He's going to pinch his teammate up. Causey's going to drive it off in there, and he's going to try to get a run. But those tires on Greg Holt's car are going to be the difference maker here on this battle.
Yep, and that's going to allow Greg Holt to reassume the lead and run away from the field. Newer tires, a fresher tank of gas.
Nicholas Weatherby is coming.
That's Cody McKinney right behind.
Nicholas Weatherby is down to 9 seconds.
Yeah. And Cody McKinney is right behind Causey.
Oh,
and
Causey's in the wall.
Causey's in the wall
Causey's
again.
in the wall. Here we go. Will he be able to keep it off the wall again? On a 4. He's going to give Cody a bunch of room. He's in the wall down the front stretch almost. Holy schmoly, off in a 1.
Cody's going to try to get his lap back and try to reel in Greg Holt. So he'll be back on the lead lap because right now he's 1 lap down.
Yeah, that's just a sense of pride. That's all that is if you're Cody, to catch Greg and take your lap back. It's to show that you're a proud man.
It looks better on the.
It does. Well, folks, it is a single file parade here around.
Causey's in the wall again. He's in the wall again.
Wow. Wowzers. It's a single file parade here around the Darlington Raceway. We're going to go side by side here in the Ghost Fire Media Network. Causey's in the wall again. You're not going to miss a single time that Joseph Causey hits the wall, as we're going to be side by side here for our final commercial break.
20 years, the Guitar Addict has been your for used in guitars in the Daytona Beach area and at GuitarAddict.com. The Guitar Addict is your home for used and vintage guitars. Whether you're looking for that collector's piece or that beginner piece, they've got you covered. With names like Fender, Gibson, Gretsch, Ibanez, Martin, Taylor, and much, much more, the Guitar Addict has all the guitars you need. And bass players, they haven't forgot about you. They've got all the top names. Amplifiers from Friedman, Victoria, Fender, Boss, and many, many more. They also have the largest selection of used pedals anywhere in the Southeast. The Guitar Addict, located at 1672.5 Ridgewood Avenue, just north of Flomish in Holly Hill, Florida. Also, check us out online at GuitarAddict.com.
The AOLL began online racing in the mid-1990s with Papyrus's NASCAR racing still going strong 27 years later on the iRacing platform. The TNT Series races on Thursday night, running the ARCA Chevy cars for drivers looking to learn and have fun. The Cup Series races on Sunday nights, featuring league veterans and Class A licensed drivers. The Sportsman Division races on Wednesday nights, running the Gander Outdoor Trucks with drivers from the Cup and TNT Series. You can catch all of the AOLL racing action right here on Ghostfire Media.
Back at Darlington International Raceway in Darlington, South Carolina, Greg Holt continues to lead over Nicholas Weatherby. Joseph Causey did just pit, and we had a comment that Harvey Abrams would like to see this place knocked down. I would think that Joseph Causey, if he has anything to do with it, the walls may come down sometime tonight.
Hey, I'll drive the bulldozer.
Yeah, he's trying. He's hit the wall several times. So.
I didn't know if he was driving a Toyota or if he was driving a Caterpillar here tonight. I couldn't tell.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, folks, if you're just joining us, we'll take you through the race really quick because we have 40 laps to go here. What happened here so far tonight? This was in the original green flag. On the original start of the race, Patrick Gaspar, your pole sitter, ended up spinning his tires, causing a calamity to ensue. 5 cars got damage here, including Nicholas Weatherby, Cody McKinney, Joey McKinney, and Derrick Schilling. That would not be the end of the evening for Patrick Gaspar and his bad luck, as later on in the evening, Patrick Gaspar, coming to pit road, would slam into the tire barrier under green. But then under the next caution would come from Joey McKinney here. Joey McKinney got sideways on the exit of the corner, tapped the wall, spun out in front of 4 cars. Nobody else got involved, and then a few laps later, under green flag conditions, Derrick Schilling was to hit the wall. He would come the track to Ryan Cliver. He would hit Nick Goebel. And Jaden Gimble would get some damage as well, but that would not be the end of the night for Jaden Gimble and his unlucky streak to continue, as just a little while ago, Jaden Gimble was involved in, I cannot find, why is my replay not working? There we go. Charles Urick got sideways on the exit of the corner. When he did, he came down the track. Jaden Gimble had nowhere to go as he got up into the wall into Thomas Carino. Nick Goebel involved in that as well. And then under green flag just a little while ago, Cody McKinney coming down the front stretch. Hit the elastic band of the wall. Spun out down into the interior wall there. Damaged the car even more. And that is your race update. Here's we have 4:37 to go here. Randy and Greg Holt. Nicholas Weatherby is the only car in the lead lap other than our leader.
Yep. That is the only car, and he's 12.9 seconds ahead of second place. And then if you watch back, you can see how Joseph Causey's been driving through the field trying to get back up there. He came out, he was behind Joey McKinney. He's taken him off. He passed Jaden Gimble, Charles Urick, and now he's setting his sail trying to catch Adam Wood. See if he can make back up and at least try to get third.
He's got 7 seconds to catch Adam Wood.
A long ways to go. But that's probably the best thing to watch right now because Greg Holt is just a driving machine. He's actually opened his lead back up to over 13 seconds over Nicholas Weatherby. Weatherby should be shortly having to pit here, actually shortly.
He should, yep. Weatherby pitted the same lap as Greg Holt. 25 to go here in Darlington. The end of the race can't come soon enough for a lot of these drivers. You're going to see at least another maybe 10 to 12 laps on this run for Greg Holt and Nicholas Weatherby. They both went 43 laps on their last run here. Here comes Causey. He is going to try and unlap himself from Weatherby down the backstretch. And off into 3, he will get that lap off of Weatherby. So now he is only 30 seconds behind Nicholas Weatherby.
And you got to wonder whether if Weatherby was to short pit, would it help him at this point?
With all the damage on the 23.
Especially after watching Causey. I mean, you look how fast Causey is right now. And Causey's definitely had some damage.
Yeah, but Causey's in a different world. Causey's a different type of driver. I don't feel like this track suits Nicholas Weatherby's driving style.
Well, he's actually gained on Craig Holt in this last couple laps, so he's gained a second on him.
And Adam Wood pulls down to the inside and allows Joseph Causey to go on by and up to P4 now. He's got 5 seconds to Cody McKinney. We'll see how long it takes him to get there.
Here comes Weatherby. Weatherby is going to short pit it and see if it helps. I think this is a smart move. I think it would, after watching how fast Joseph Causey is, I think I would have short pitted as well. But we'll have to wait and see if Greg Holt sees that and says, forget that, I'm going to eliminate that. Don't forget the Ghost Fire Media Network does have other racing coming up later this week. Wednesday night Sportsman Division will be on with Carl Henderson calling the action in that one. Thursday night it will be myself and Adam Wood calling all the action for the TNT Guitar Addict Series. And then on Friday night, if you are a racer, the Ghost Fire Media Network will be hosting a figure 8 race on Friday night. So come on out and join us for that. And then on Sunday, it's the AOLL Cup Division starting their playoffs here at Darlington as well. And that starts at 8 p.m. for all the action for that. And then I guess I do have to remind you, Monday night, once again, Fuel, the Hill trailer.
Joseph
series.
Causey is pitting.
Again? What is he doing? You understand this theory here?
I do not.
He's back on the lead lap, but I'm not sure why he would pause again or actually pit. Somebody just blew up. I just heard somebody's motor blow up. And it looks like somebody on pit road.
Joey McKinney.
McKinney! What in the world happened to him? So from that spin the last time he was out coming out of the pits? I would assume so. Yeah. Tough break because he was running good. Lap 171 is in the books. As now we'll watch Joseph Causey try to come back through the field once again now that everybody is on the lead lap.
Yeah, I don't get that.
I don't
know why
either.
he pitted again.
Not sure either. Unless he didn't think they could make it the whole rest of the way. That's the only thing I can figure. Cody McKinney leads right now with Adam Wood second. Greg Holt is third. Nicholas Weatherby is fourth. And Jaden Gimbel is third. And Joseph Causey is sixth. But he is one lap down. See, that put him a lap down. I'm really trying to figure this strategy out. I really don't understand it.
I don't think you're going to be able to.
Unless something comes clear here in the next, few laps. Watching the Conga line run around the Darlington International Raceway.
Well, I mean, let's catch you up on your NASCAR news for this week. So in NASCAR news this week, two things were confirmed by the Kurt Busch announcement. Kurt Busch will be fielding the number 45 machine for 23XI Racing next season, sponsored by Monster Energy, and that the numbers will be moved forward.
Yeah, I don't like that at all.
I like the numbers being moved forward. I just don't think they're going to be moved as far forward as the 45 put them.
Yeah, that's pretty far forward.
I think the 45 just put them... You're not going to put it under the NASCAR Cup Series logo. You're going to put it behind the logo in front of the window a little bit.
Yeah, that was one of the big things, and no big surprise that Kyle Larson won the regular series.
Oh, here's news, though, that you didn't know. JTG Doherty Racing. One car next year. Who's going to be out of the ride? Priest or Stenhouse. They're both terrible.
I think it's going to be Stenhouse.
I think it's going to be both drivers.
You think they're going to get rid of them, and who would they bring in to take their spot? I would like to see that, but I don't know.
He doesn't have a ride.
He doesn't.
He's driven everything except the Chevy. Why not?
Yeah. I don't know. That'd be a good pick for them. Definitely would be a good pick.
The thing about JTD Doherty Racing, though, is like, so in the Fords, when you go into, like, the Wood Brothers, it's usually a stepping stone to go to Penske. When you go into a Toyota for, like, this, what the hell was the car that Eric Jones drove a couple years ago? Oh, they don't exist anymore.
Now it would be that 23XI.
Yeah, once you go into 23XI, it's probably a stepping stone into Joe Gibbs Racing.
Yep. Yeah, absolutely.
There's no stepping stone to Hendrick Motorsports. There's no stepping stone to Richard Childress Racing.
No, it's just go there and you're there.
There's
Except, well, I mean, the stepping
Unless
stone for
Junior
Hendrick is actually it would be
is Junior Motorsports.
Junior Motorsports.
But
yeah,
in the
that's
Cup
your
Series, the
stepping-
only thing I can think of is that there's rumors that the reason JTD Doherty Racing isn't going to have their second car is because they're selling their charter to a very well-known, very popular driver who's been saying he wants to open a Cup Series team for years and years and years. And if that's the case, there's your stepping stone in the Cup Series.
Right.
But you're not going to see DiBenedetto go to Junior Motorsports.
No.
If you see anybody go to Junior Motorsports, it'll be like a combination of Noah Gragson, Josh Berry. It won't be one guy driving their car next year if they come up here.
No.
It'll be a combination. You might see Junior do like a Darlington or like a one-off race like he does in the Xfinity Series just to get sponsorship for the team.
Right.
It'll be a few years before you see a full-time driver in that ride, and it's going to have to be somebody who Hendrick sees as a stepping stone for the future. Like back in the day, Chase Elliott stayed in the Xfinity Series an extra year because Jeff Gordon wasn't ready to retire.
Right.
Jeff was like, I don't want to retire yet. Okay. Alex Bowman didn't really have a ride when he took over the 88. He was just kind of a sub-driver. So there's really no stepping stone into HMS, which I think is something they're going to try to work on. I think it'll be good for a team to get a partnership with HMS.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree with that. There are two cars on the lead lap here at Darlington. Greg Holt and Nicholas Weatherby. And Weatherby is 14 seconds
15.
behind. Yeah, 15.
I guess the new race is, will Greg Holt lap Nicholas Weatherby?
Yeah. That's all. That's the only thing we can look at right now. It's unreal that it's become this. I mean, earlier on, I remember early on in this IVRL season when we had nearly 35 cars out here. Now we're down to 15 cars. So I don't think if we still had 35 cars out here, we wouldn't be seeing this right now, for sure. It'd be a whole different race. Might still be the same guy leading, but not the same race.
It might be.
Yeah. Lap 187 is about to go in the books the next time around. So he goes down the back straightaway. Into 3. Off of 4 and down towards the stripe. And that'll be 187. If you're a wrestling fan, don't forget that All Out, AEW All Out is this weekend. It's going to be a big match. CM Punk made his return and will wrestle Darby Allin in his first match in 7 years.
Overrated. I'm sorry. It's gonna be a dud. The guy's gonna have so much ring rust.
He's been wrestling for.
Oh, Greg Holt's in the wall! Greg Holt is in the wall! He keeps it straight! Holy moly!
He can hit the wall 5 or 6 times. It doesn't matter. He's 16 seconds ahead.
Wow.
Only a handful of laps remain. He can hit the laps. He can hit the wall 2, 3 more times. It doesn't matter. Unless he blows it up hitting the wall. He actually gained spots or seconds. He's 17 seconds ahead now. So that hitting the wall actually helped him. Also in wrestling, if you didn't know this, Trevor Murdoch is now the NWA World's Heavyweight Champion. And you're going, who? Do you remember Trevor Murdoch when he wrestled in the WWE?
Yeah, terrible tag team.
Yes.
Through turns 1 and 2 for the final time tonight. Down the backstretch.
Here we go.
The white flag is out. 55,000 people started filing out of here 10 minutes ago when 2 cars were on the lead lap. Out of turn 3 and 4, Greg Holt will get a dominating win here at Darlington. He comes across the start-finish line at 5 miles an hour.
Yes. Yeah, he's there for the last 10 people waiting. It stayed for the end of the race.
Oh, Adam Wood blew up with 2 laps to go. Oh, man.
Adam the Woo!
It looks like 5 cars finished the race tonight.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, 5 cars finished the race tonight. Talk about attrition.
This is worse than the 24 hours of Daytona.
Talk about attrition. Well, Greg Holt will move himself into the round of 12 with that win. Congratulations to Greg Holt. He'll continue to fight for a championship here. But we're going to pull in our 3rd place finisher. If I can find him here. We'll pull in our 2nd place finisher. Nicholas Weatherby here.
Only guy on the lead lap other than Greg Holt.
Oh, Nicholas, you've got Nick and Randy up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I do.
What in the world was that tonight? 5 cars. Let me repeat that. 5 freaking cars finished the race.
Wow, and I was the last car in the lead lap. Wow.
Yeah. Only 2
That's-
cars on the lead lap.
Talk about a bona fide, undisputed ass kicking. What Greg Holt gave to everybody tonight.
Yeah, there was no way I was catching him. Honestly, the last 40 some odd laps, I was just trying to survive. I got really used to the car with no fresh tires, and honestly, I was just having more fun with that than with fresh tires. Honestly, I feel I was faster with worn tires.
Greg Holt blew it up.
Of course he did. I feel I was much faster with worn tires, but Greg just kept pulling away by like 16 seconds from me. So there's
He was
absolutely
hitting
no way.
the wall, by the way, Nicholas. He was hitting the wall while he was doing that.
Yeah, 6 or 7 or 8 times.
Yeah, he was bouncing off the wall left and right, and it was like he was still faster than you.
Son tells me that's a speed advantage.
Yeah, well, that's why he just blew the car up, because he didn't want anybody to impound that motor.
So I don't know. I guess. Well, hold on. We're just gonna bring the podium in here because, I mean, there's not much to talk about other than Greg Holt kicking everybody's rear end in tonight.
Basically.
And I mean, like he kicked. He didn't just kick everybody's rear end in. He like kicked y'all in the face, and then he stomped your head into. I mean, he came in here tonight and absolutely dominated.
I would just call that everybody else did it to themselves.
Well,
Didn't
so we started the night with 15 drivers. By the end of lap 1, we had 7 drivers with no damage. And by the end of stage number 1, everybody in the field had hit the wall at least once.
That's the way it should be.
Sounds about right.
It sounds like Darlington.
So
Exactly.
So tonight was Darlington, right? It's a big enough track. What the hell do we expect next week?
What is next week?
Richmond.
Oh God, I suck at that track.
Wait, I
can't
have a
get
question.
into-
Has everybody tried to start the race in second gear at Richmond?
Yes, and I actually
Yeah.
don't spin.
Okay. So, please, don't pull a Blake Gordon and practice your starts for Richmond.
Wait, we have to update that. We have a new update. Hold on. Please do not pull a Patrick Gaspar.
I think they're tied for doing it this year. I think Patrick did it once. Blake did it once. I think Adam Wood did it on a restart.
And like,
But Causey had the best one when he came out of turn 4 and just absolutely spun in front of the entire field. It was like, hey, everybody missed me.
Welcome to Kansas.
I can't even put any blame on Patrick. I think honestly, after the next gen update to this track, it's just hasn't handled really these cars well, in my opinion.
I thought you both turned into each other, but I haven't. I had no idea. I was like, oh crap, you're both spinning.
I corrected it. And I started going. He lost it completely. He kept on the throttle, and that is his fault. He should have let off.
Oh yeah, I barely saw it for 2 seconds.
I used second gear the whole time. I don't know what their problem was.
I went third gear with Greg just so I wouldn't kill him, or he, wouldn't kill me.
I appreciate that. It was great.
Yeah, I had fun. This was fun. I think I'm almost secured for round of 12. I don't know.
Also, I apologize for the complete lack of correct paint schemes. Because for some ungodly reason, Trading Paints doesn't like me today.
Yeah,
it's everybody.
He didn't like me. I didn't get him either.
I even reinstalled it.
It didn't like me either.
I did too.
It was weird.
It's everybody.
For like 5 laps, I had everybody's paint schemes, and then I had Causey's, and then Causey's went away, and then I had Holt's for like a minute, and then it went away. And then I had a McDonald's scheme on the 23, and then it changed back. And then I had like all 4 of Cody's paint schemes at some point.
Look, Trading Paints is bipolar today. Leave it alone.
Harvey Abrams had like 5 different Crown Royal paint schemes. Poor Charles Sherrick didn't even have a paint scheme. His car was black half the night.
Black
I don't even know what was going on.
Hey, I have to ask Causey something here real quick.
Yes.
So what was that other pit stop, that last pit stop? What were you?
What was that?
What was that?
That was just me making sure I secured at least 30, because after I killed the wall that one time, it put a minute and 20 in damage. I had suspension damage, and the wheel was all the way to the left almost. I was turning 90 degrees in the freaking turn.
That actually reminded me that Patrick hit the barrels.
Yeah, we saw that.
Oh, yes.
Like, wow.
Yes, Patrick slid off into the barrels. Poor Jaden Gimbel. I don't know how Jaden Gimbel... Did you guys see what Jaden Gimbel did halfway through the race? You gotta go back and watch it. The poor guy got caught up in somebody else's crap. He got out of his car on pit road, grabbed the tire iron, walked all the way down to Harvey Abrams' pit box, knocked the televisions out, hit the crew chief over the head with the thing, and then got back in the car and stayed in the lead lap. I have no idea how he did it.
There's like lead lap issues with Harvey and Charles. I swear this track it has like bugs in it with like iRacing's yellows. Like there should have been like at least 3 yellows before we finished, but none came out.
Especially with like McKinney when he came off pit road and slid up into the wall. There's like, where's the yellow? No yellow.
So let me give you a little tip. If you crash before the start-finish line, before the start of the race, it actually breaks the caution system for iRacing. Because it's not set up to have people not know how to start a race. I asked iRacing. Like I sent them a Twitter and I was like, "What? How does this happen?" And they were like, "For some reason, they don't know why, but when you crash before the start-finish line, it just breaks the caution system, and there's no reason for it. It's unfixable." Doesn't make any sense, but
I mean, at least they were honest. That's unfixable.
They don't know what it is. But
well,
Randy,
that's what happened because they wrecked before the start-finish line.
Yeah.
I just wanted to know.
I'm actually surprised I didn't have terrible damage after that. Yeah, my car actually looks normal.
All right.
And we're
Randy,
joined by Cody. Cody McKinney has joined us. Cody, do you have something to add on this?
How in the hell do I have 25 seconds optional, but yet the car wants to overheat after 2 laps?
iRacing, my friend.
I had a minute and 20.
But Mr. Pepper, before we say adieu to Darlington and pray to God that this doesn't happen again, because just Darlington's terrible sometimes. You have anything you want to ask or anything you want to add?
No, I the only question I had was for Causey about the last pit stop. That was the only thing I had to really ask. I mean, what can you ask? Greg, how is it riding in autopilot out there 17 seconds ahead
How
of
did you
everybody
not
else?
hit the wall as much as everybody else?
I mean, and Nicholas, all I can say is did you ever think that you might have a chance of catching him, or but I know the answer to that is no.
No, but I had a very slim chance in the back of my mind that he would have been it. Kind of
I
like.
was hoping he would pass the pits road again. Like he did.
I honestly, I love
hell
the
no.
optimism.
I was taking it easy the whole time. I was riding. Don't hit the wall. Don't hit the wall. Then Adam had his issue and I wasn't paying attention. It wasn't his fault. He didn't do anything. I was just trying to talk to him. And then I hit the wall with like 3 to go.
I honestly love the optimism.
I wasn't paying attention to where I was.
The optimism of Nicholas Weatherby is like things to like the guy is 16 and a half seconds back, has no shot. Well, he could hit the wall. I might win this race. At least I'll come home second.
I mean, I knew I was guaranteed a second place, so I was happy no matter what, especially with how the beginning went. I had to work my butt off to get back up to second because I had an abysmal first stage, and second stage, I guess I started to get used to the car. That third stage, I took off.
And Nicholas, thank iRacing for that second place because it rubber banded me into the inside wall.
Yes, the elastic band outside wall. We did talk about that. Randy, you want to take us out?
Yes, after the final comment there from Cody, the rubber band man McKinney.
Okay.
So we're going to get out of here, guys. Thanks for joining us tonight on the Ghost Fire Media Racing Series. We had a great race here in the IVRL Buttkicker Series. I can't speak tonight, guys. I'm sorry. I'm just too tired. So we will see you next week from Richmond International Speedway, where we will see, hopefully, not the same thing we saw tonight. Hopefully we'll see a lot of good racing there next week. And so we'll say adios, amigos. See you next week on Ghost Fire Media Network. Thank you for watching iRacing on the Ghost Fire Media Network.